Some love stories begin in crowded rooms, beneath chandeliers and city lights. But Colt and Sadie's story began on a gravel road in East Texas, where the evening smelled of pine, warm dust and rain, waiting somewhere beyond the horizon. They grew up only 3 miles apart. Colt was quiet, hard-working, and more comfortable repairing an engine than explaining what was inside his heart. Sadie carried sunlight wherever she went. She cared for wounded animals, lonely neighbors, and anyone who needed reminding that they still mattered. By the time they were 21, everyone in Willow Creek knew they belonged together. On summer evenings, they sat on the tailgate of Colt's aging pickup, listening to country music drift from the radio while stars appeared above the pasture. One night, Colt gave Sadie a simple silver ring. It was not expensive. He had earned it through months of overtime at the lumber mill. But to Sadie, it carried everything that mattered: a shared home, peaceful mornings, and a lifetime beside the man she loved. Then the drought came. Fire swept across Colt's family farm, destroying cattle pens, grazing land, and nearly everything his father had spent a lifetime building. To save the property, Colt accepted dangerous work on an oil rig in Alaska. He promised Sadie that 2 years would pass quickly, but distance has a way of making every week feel like winter. Their calls became rare, their letters arrived late. Then a violent storm cut communication completely, and an explosion tore through Colt's rig. For 3 weeks, Sadie waited without knowing whether he was alive. Colt survived, but his injuries left him facing surgeries, rehabilitation, and debts he believed would destroy the future they had planned. Ashamed of the man he had become, he pushed Sadie away. He convinced himself that leaving her was an act of love. Sadie did not see it that way. She kept a silver ring beside her bed and waited through 3 hollow years, refusing to believe that their story had ended in the cold. Then, on an October evening, the familiar sound of Colt's truck returned to Willow Creek. Sadie was sitting alone on the porch when he stepped into the yellow light. He looked older, scars marked his face, and regret weighed heavily in his eyes. He had traveled all night to ask one question: was there still a place for him beside her? Sadie did not need an explanation. She crossed the porch, wrapped her arms around him, and reminded him of the truth he had forgotten. She had never asked him to be perfect. She had only wanted him to come home, where life afterward was not free from hardship. Colt still carried nightmares. Another separation tested them when he entered a rehabilitation program in Wyoming. Yet this time, they faced the distance together. They married in a wooden chapel beside the creek. They built a cedar house on solid ground. They welcomed a daughter named Clara Rose. When Colt's young nephew Toby was left without a family. They opened their home again, because in Sadie's heart, nobody who belonged to them would ever be abandoned. In the cold, years became decades. Children grew fence posts weathered, Colt's hair turned silver. But every evening, beneath the amber Texas sky, Colt and Sadie returned to the same porch. Their love had survived fire, distance, fear, and time. And through every difficult year, one light had remained burning. This is the song of Colt and Sadie, and the light they never allowed the darkness to take. Curved around the pines, 3 small miles between us, and a whole world left to find. You had mercy in your laughter, I had oil beneath my nails. You could make a home from nothing, I could fix what always failed. On the back of that old pickup, underneath the harvest moon, I placed silver on your finger and made promises too soon. I said I would build a future strong enough to shelter two, never knowing how much breaking we would have to travel through. We were young enough to trust the sky before the smoke turned daylight black. I thought love meant never falling. You taught me love could bring me back. We kept a light burning over Willow Creek, through the frozen nights and the years between, when every broken highway said, and this is where love ends. Your heart kept calling mine home again. Now the cedar boards remember every scar, every whispered prayer beneath these Texas stars. The years took plenty, but they never learned how to put out the light we kept burning. Then the summer lost its mercy, and the pasture caught the flame. Fire climbed across the fence line, leaving ashes in our name. There were debts upon my father, there was fear behind his eyes. So I traded Texas sunlight for an unforgiving sky. From an oil field in the north wind, I would ride when I was strong. But the mail moved like December, and the nights were twice as long.
Then the metal split like thunder, and the white world disappeared. When I woke beneath those hospital lights, I was everything I feared.
I saw the braces and the unpaid bills, and believed your hope would disappear. So I tried to set you free from me. Though freedom was the thing we feared, still you kept the light burning over Willow Creek. Through the silent fall and the empty weeks, while I hid behind the light and leaving made me strong, you guarded every memory when I was gone. And the porch swing moved whenever evening stirred, like a promise waiting patiently without a word. The years took plenty, but they never learned how to put out the light you kept burning. For Octobers after leaving, I came driving through the night, with my hat between my fingers and my courage running dry. Your old denim jacket caught me in the porch lamp's golden flame, and for one suspended moment, neither one of us had changed. I had practiced explanations through the Dakotas and the rain, but every careful word deserted when you softly spoke my name. I said, I know I have no right to ask you for another start. You crossed the space between us before I finished breaking apart. You never needed me untouched, you never asked for easy roads, you only wanted truth beside you. And the man you still called home. We kept a light burning over Willow Creek. Through the scars I wore and the strength you gave to me, when I thought the man you loved had vanished in the cold, you found him underneath the fear he could not hold. And the crickets filled the darkness with their song, while your arms reminded mine where they belonged. The years took plenty, but they never learned how to put out the light we kept burning. There were nights I woke up shaking, with Alaska in the room. You would wrap me in a blanket and sit quietly till noon. You never fought the ghosts with speeches, never told me to forget. You poured coffee in the silence and loved the man who struggled yet. Then an envelope from Cheyenne placed another road ahead, and the thought of leaving Texas filled my restless heart with dread. But you held my face between your hands and said, this time understand,
You are not walking out alone, we are walking hand in hand. Every night at 8-1 station, one old song across the miles. 90 days of aching muscles, 90 nights that led me south. When the chapel door swung open, you came walking through the pine. I stood straight without the old limp, but my trembling heart was mine.
We kept a light burning over Willow Creek, through the second road and the harder healing. We laid our vows like timber on the firmest ground, and built a life where something lost could still be found.
There were wildflowers and pine along the aisle,
A silver ring beside the gold, and your tearful smile.
The years took plenty, but they never learned how to put out
The light we kept burning.
Then came Claire in the autumn, sleeping softly by the fire, with your peace upon her small face and my brown eyes looking higher. Then came Toby with one suitcase, 6 years old and scared to speak, watching every open doorway, waiting for the floor to leave. I told him, you can take your time here, you don't owe us trust today, but nobody beneath this rooftop will be told to go away. By the creek beneath the sunset, he leaned gently into me, and I learned a home grows larger every time love makes more room to breathe.
Seven summers turned to 13. 13 faded into more. There were muddy boots and school books stacked beside the kitchen door.
Toby called me Dad so freely that the word became a prayer. Clara learned to ride the pasture with the sunlight in her hair.
At our 10th year celebration, we moved slowly through the crowd. You said time had changed your features, I said time had made me proud.
Every line beside your bright eyes, every silver thread above, was another mark of weather that had failed to move our love.
We kept a light burning over Willow Creek, through the newborn cries and the restless dreams, through every empty bedroom when the children moved away, through every changing season and every closing day.
Now the cedar porch is older,
just like we are,
but it still faces west
beneath the evening stars.
The years took plenty,
but they never learned how to put out the light we kept burning.
yes, we kept a light burning,
Where the creek runs slow,
where the pine trees bend
and the warm winds blow,
when the final road is calling from beyond that pasture gate.
I will was worth the longest wait.
Let the porch swing keep our story in its song.
Let the house stand firm when you and I are gone.
Time took plenty,
but it never learned
how to cut out
the light we kept burning.
when the red sun meets the pine trees
And the first bright stars appear.
Lay your head here on my shoulder.
I am still beside you, dear.
We were never promised easy,
We were only promised choice.
and I would choose you every morning.
Every road and every loss.
So leave the porch light glowing where the willow meets the stream.
We did not find a perfect life.
We built a faithful dream.